new war of words is intensifying the already volatile confrontation between the United States and Iran. Both sides are now accusing each other of launching military strikes from heavily populated civilian areas. Iran says the United States is using residential areas in neighboring countries to attack Iranian territory. According to Iranian officials, such actions are putting the entire region at risk. The accusation came from Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai. In a post on social media, Baghai shared a video that he claims shows American forces launching missiles toward Iran from the territory of a neighboring country. Baghai said missiles were being fired from residential zones outside Iran's borders. He also claimed that U.S. fighter jets were using the airspace of neighboring countries to conduct attacks on Iranian targets. According to Tehran, such actions threaten the security of the entire Middle East. Iran says these operations are the reason it has carried out retaliatory strikes on American military bases in the region. Iranian officials insist their attacks are defensive responses to what they call aggression by the United States and Israel. The accusations come amid ongoing hostilities that began after a series of military strikes targeting Iran. But Washington is making a very different claim. The U.S. military says it is Iran that is using civilian areas as cover for military operations. In a statement, United States Central Command, also known as CENTCOM, warned civilians inside Iran to remain indoors. According to the U.S. military, Iranian forces have been launching drones and ballistic missiles from densely populated neighborhoods. CENTCOM says military activity has been observed in several major Iranian cities. These include Dezful, Isfahan, and Shiraz. The U.S. military claims that Iranian forces are operating from crowded urban areas while deploying one-way attack drones and ballistic missiles. According to Washington, this tactic knowingly puts civilians in danger. Iran, however, strongly denies the accusation. Tehran says the United States is attempting to justify its military strikes by blaming Iran for operating near civilian locations. With both sides accusing each other of using populated areas for military operations, the information war surrounding the conflict is becoming just as intense as the fighting itself. And as tensions escalate across the region, the risk to civilians on all sides continues to grow.
Udeid Air Base, the largest United States military installation in the Middle East, is reportedly under attack. Unverified reports suggest that loud explosions followed by sirens were heard at the base in Doha. Early alerts indicate that the base may have been directly targeted, with possible impacts reported in the area. Remember, since the war broke out following the strikes by the US and Israel in which Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was killed, Iran has been targeting Al Udeid base with drones and missiles. The attack, if confirmed, would mark one of the most direct strikes against US forces in the Gulf since the conflict escalated between Iran, Israel, and their allies. Iran's direct hit also could mark a major escalation, potentially pulling the United States even deeper into a widening Middle East war. Iran is targeting Al Udeid Air Base mainly because it is the most important US military hub in the Middle East. Hitting it sends both a military and political message to Washington. Here are the key reasons. Number 1. It is the largest U.S. base in the Middle East. It hosts around 8,000 to 10,000 American troops and massive air infrastructure. It has 2 huge runways capable of handling B-52 bombers, fighter jets, and cargo aircraft. It is equipped with advanced radar, missile defense, and surveillance systems. It also has huge fuel, logistics, and command facilities. Because of its scale, damaging the base would directly impact U.S. military capability in the Gulf. Number 2. It is the command center for U.S. air wars. The base hosts the Combined Air Operations Center, CAOC, which coordinates air missions across the entire Middle East. From this facility, the U.S. manages operations in places like Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, and the Persian Gulf region. Many U.S. airstrikes and surveillance missions in the region are planned and controlled from this base. Number 3. It is CENTCOM's forward headquarters. Udeid acts as the forward command hub for the U.S. Central Command, which oversees American military operations across the Middle East and Central Asia. That means the base is essentially the nerve center of U.S. military power in the region. Number 4. It sits close to Iran. Geographically, Qatar is just across the Persian Gulf from Iran. This proximity means U.S. aircraft can launch missions toward Iran or nearby regions quickly. The base acts as a deterrent against Iran. Iran wants to show U.S. bases are vulnerable. Tehran has repeatedly warned that all U.S. bases in the Middle East are potential targets. By targeting Udeid, Tehran aims to retaliate for U.S. strikes on Iranian assets, demonstrate that American bases cannot operate safely in the region, and pressure Washington by threatening troops and infrastructure. Meanwhile, Qatar has intercepted a fresh attack from Iran on early Monday. Sirens were sounded across Doha as Qatar reported a fresh salvo in its airspace. Amid no end to the tensions, Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman has urged all sides involved in the Middle East war to de-escalate, the Prime Minister told Sky News during an interview on Sunday. "We will continue talking to the Iranians. We will continue trying to seek de-escalation." Sheikh Mohammed said recent events delivered a huge shakeup to the trust underpinning the relationship with Iran.